Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Venusaur and Shadow Typhlosion in the Ultra League here, Open Ultra League, and they're going to be alongside Giratina. So it's been a while since I uploaded some Go Battle League. Let's see what we have going on here and have a little fun. Are we leading with Venusaur or met with a Skeledirge, swapping into our Typhlosion, and they're going to be bringing in their Poliwrath, but with Typhlosion's new Thunder Punch. Makes it kind of nice going up against these water-type Pokemon here, giving you quite a bit of help, as well as being Shadow, so you're obviously going to be doing that much more damage, right? So it just works out like that. As you can see, surviving with 1 HP. They did use a shield, as a matter of fact, bringing in Tapu Koko, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our Venusaur. Now, we do need to look out for Brave Bird. Hit me with the Nature's Madness. Okay, better safe than sorry, because that thing can learn that move, right? So we're going to go ahead and go for that Frenzy Plant here. They're going to be swapping into their Skeledirge. We're going to let this go. More than likely, it is going to be a Shadow Ball. All right, Disarming Voice, always going to be opposite of what I say. Always, you already know. And we can let this go here. Now, what I'm thinking is Venusaur can handle quite a bit. We've already talked about this. Shadow Venusaur doesn't care what type you are. So we're going to go ahead and build up that energy just a little bit there. And they're going to be bringing in, of course, that Tapu Koko. We're going to be able to get to that Frenzy Plant and take the win after using that shield. And, well, Shadow Venusaur is just that damn good. I still need a better IV one. I wish I can work on a better one here. I think I might have one, and I'll use an Elite TM. But for now, we're just going to go with this. Next game, we're actually met with another Venusaur, but it is not going to be Shadow. And they're going to be catching here. What did they just throw into catch with? What? Alolan Ninetales. Sounds good to me. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Typhlosion. Now, we could have potentially farmed them down here, seeing that they do have Powdered Snow. At worst, what? Psyshock, and that would have done a decent amount of damage, and then I would have come out of this with a lot of energy, but I did decide to just go ahead and throw here. Now, this Typhlosion does have some pretty bad IVs, but that's okay. That's okay. We are still going to go with it. I do believe I have a better one. I need to get on working and making my newer ones here, but the reason why I'm procrastinating on it is because they cost so much, and I feel like these ones are working just fine for me right here, right? All right, anyways, bringing in the Venusaur to finish off the Annihilate. They are going to be bringing in that Venusaur. That's okay. Sounds good here. We're going to go for a Frenzy Plant. See if we can get a shield out of them. Come on. No shield. That's not good. All right, we're going to go ahead and swap into our Giratina here, as we're going to be able to resist everything. Now, they can start adding up that damage, but it is just a normal Venusaur, so we don't have to really worry about the damage accumulating too fast here. As you can see, they are going to probably just back out, and we take the win, and we're looking good. Let's keep it going. We are going to be leading with Shadow Venusaur the entire time. All right, met with a Shadow Feraligatr. Sounds good to me. Still, you know, it's a good matchup for the Venusaur for us, but the Feraligatr still does have a pretty good fighting chance here. I mean, they could go Crunch. That's, yeah, okay, lower the defense, and then go for a Hydro Cannon, and I don't think that'll be enough. It's going to be pretty close. But with my odds, they're going to have Crunch and Ice Beam, right? Forget the Hydro Cannon. So we are going to let this go. It is a Hydro Cannon, and it is going to be enough to take us out. So, but they did use 2 shields, so, I mean, that does count for something there. Bringing in the Giratina, and they are going to be swapping into their Registeel. We immediately bring in our Typhlosion, Blast Burn the Annihilate, and it's a wrap. 1 Blast Burn from the Typhlosion, and we would have finished them off, so they go ahead and back up, and we take the win. Or should I say back out? Okay, next game, we're going to be met with a Tapu Finn, and sounds good. Did I say I called that Tapu Finn in the past, huh? It was Tapu Koko. But anyways, it doesn't matter. They're going to be swapping into their Trevenant here. And we're going for the Thunder Punch. They let it go, calling it, and we shield up the freaking Seed Bomb. Son of a gun. Going for another Thunder Punch here. It's enough to take them out. And we're getting our swap how we want it here. Now, actually able to get off this Thunder Punch is going to be doing a decent amount of damage. And everything, I mean, aside from Ice Beam, which I highly doubt that they have, is going to be resisted with the Venusaur here. So what are they going to do? They have an Annihilate. Okay, they went for Nature's Madness, lowering my attack. That's fine. Frenzy Plant's going to still do a stupid amount of damage. So we're going to go ahead and get that off and then swap into the Giratina here to kind of take control of the situation, using our last shield and calling the Shadow Ball here. And at this point, even with the counters, another Shadow Ball is definitely not going to be enough. So we're looking absolutely amazing here to potentially take this win. There's that Shadow Ball, building up a little bit more energy here, going for the Dragon Claw. I'm not even going to hit those. I don't want it to actually take it out. They're going to be swapping back into that Tapu Fini. We're going to go ahead and go for the Shadow Sneak, which is going to be enough to take them out. Seeing that both of our Pokemon resist the Annihilape's quick move counter, we're going to go ahead and bring in the Venusaur here. Night Slash, not enough, and we're going to be able to quick move them down and take the win with the Venusaur. Let's keep it going here, folks. Next game, we're going to be met with a Hippopotas. Sounds good. That's going to be great for us. They're going to be swapping into their Trevenant. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Shadow Typhlosion. It's not like, you know, a safe situation here because of Shadow Ball exactly, which is going to be, you know, obviously taking us out of one shot. So we're going to actually build up quite a bit of energy here. And I do decide to go ahead and double shield. At this point, we're going to farm them down. That's the play. We can't use no energy here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just start throwing this Blast Burn, which is going to be doing a ton of damage to everything. And getting this off to see if we can maybe get that last shield out of them. No, we don't. Sounds not good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just swap the Snipe them there. And they do have a Jellicent in the back, and this is looking pretty amazing for us here. The Shadow Ball's not going to be... might be enough. Shadow Ball, is that enough? Let's see. Maybe they'll have Ice Beam. Okay, Shadow Ball, not enough. Next Frenzy Plant, and that's going to be Good Night Sleep Tight for that Jellicent. Thank you, Venusaur. We take the win with 3 of our Pokemon left over as well. Moving again on to the next game, met with a Charizard. The good times couldn't roll forever, of course. You already know what it is. So we're going to go ahead and bring in Typhlosion. Obviously go for that Thunder Punch here, and it looks like they're staying in the fight. You would assume they're going to throw and retreat. Let's see what they want to do. We're going to call the Dragon Claw. We get to the next Thunder Punch here. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure they're going to double shield here. Okay, getting bold shields out of them right out the gate, which is pretty good. Obviously, we can't go back in here with Venusaur unless we want to just start shielding everything up, or maybe even call it Dragon Claw. But what we're going to do is just bring in the Giratina here. And they're going to throw that Dragon Claw, immediately swapping into their Sylveon. Seeing that we're still holding on to 2 shields, we're looking pretty good here. Sludge Bomb's going to go right through Charizard. I mean, Frenzy Plant's going to do quite a bit too. At this point, I think we might be able to KO them, as a matter of fact, with a Frenzy Plant. But I think it's going to be safer to just go with the Sludge Bomb. Seeing that we're there already, let's just throw it. We still have our shield. They have a Tapu Coco in the back, and they back out. We take the win. Sounds freaking amazing with that Charizard lead with our Venusaur. Next game up against a Giratina. This is not a good lead. We're going to go ahead and swap into the Typhlosion here. Now, what you can do in this situation is just pretty much just Blast Burn them. Now, we are running Shadow Claw. You could go Incinerate. I just find Shadow Claw to be a little bit more better for me. Okay, I like Incinerate, but it's just better this way. All right, so we're going to go ahead and let that go. Getting to the next Blast Burn, which should be almost enough to KO this damn thing. And they use 2 shields up against Typhlosion with Blast Burn. Are you kidding me? Let's go. Now, we did use 1 ourselves, so it's not like, you know, we're still holding on to 2 or anything, but that's okay. They're going to be swapping and locking themselves in here with a Alolan Ninetales with Charm. Now, unfortunately, I am letting them get to the Weather Ball, which is going to be super effective, but, you know, maybe I should have threw a little bit sooner, but that's okay. Using that last shield, bringing in the Giratina, we're going to go ahead and finish them off with a Frenzy Plant, which is going to be enough here. Oh, not quite, not quite. Oh, shoot. All right, so they're going to be able to get to their charge move. That's okay. But what do you have in the back? Show me some water. Oh, another fairy. Hell yeah, let's go. Getting to the Sludge Bomb to take the win. Well, it might be not quite enough. Swapping into the Giratina to get to the Shadow Sneak. Love to see this combination here, and we take the win up against that Sylveon with a Shadow Sneak and a Sludge Bomb. All right, moving to get on to the next game here. Met with a shiny Guzzlord, which is actually going to be shutting my whole team down, as a matter of fact. Both Dragon and Dark kind of just does that for the moves and the types that I do have here, unfortunately. The only thing that I do have to combat it is going to be the Giratina's Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw. So we're going to go ahead and swap into that. If they counter me, I'm pretty much screwed here. Bringing in a Tentacruel, which is not a counter whatsoever. So we'll go ahead and take that, stay here, and see if we can pull this off. Because although we do have Pokemon weak to, you know, Guzzlord in the back, or at least moves that are resisted, we're still going to be able to do quite a bit of damage with both Shadow Blast Burn and Shadow Frenzy Plant up against it. So essentially not even you know, resisted, but they're so low it doesn't even matter. So we get to the Frenzy Plant, they shield it up, we swap into the Typhlosion here. Now, if I recall, I think we Shadow Claw them down, they back out. Yeah, they must have something in the back weak to it. So we take the win there. Shadow Clawing down a Dark type. Let's go. All right, keeping it moving here, folks. What are we going to see? A Walrein. Now, this is both... Nah, this is not actually really good because they're going to be able to outpace me with those Icicle Spears, and we're also Shadow, so we're taking quite a bit of damn damage on top of super effective here. So not the best matchup in the world, but it's okay. We'll just have to deal with what we got here. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and use both of these shields here. Let's see if they want to do the same. I'm pretty sure they're going to be letting this go if I recall this correctly here. So we're shieldless with them. One shield. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and build up energy and bring in our Giratina. Dragon Claw, we're just going to have to take it. Just going to have to eat it. It is what it is here. And keep going for it. Getting to another one as we are shieldless. Now we still do have that Typhlosion in the back. And remember, Venusaur does have some energy built up. So we can still potentially pull this one off here. Let's see what does happen. Of course, they're going to be able to take this win here. Now, what we're going to want to do is, I think, bring in the Typhlosion to start farming them up. If I bring in Venusaur, okay, yeah, let's save that Venusaur for later here. Getting to the Thunder Punch to take them out. Do they want to use this last shield or save it for their final Pokemon, that Poliwrath? All right, well, I think we might be able to pull this one off. It's going to be pretty close. Let's see what happens. Oh, well, we're screwed. We needed them to actually use that shield. They know exactly what they're doing here. So that's quite not enough. All right, can we get to 2 Frenzy Plants? If we can, we should be able to pull this off. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, shoot. I don't think we're not gonna get to no damn Thunder Punch on our Typhlosion. We have no health. Oh, they take us out. They literally survive with about 1 or 2 HP. Good game, good game. Moving it on to our next opponent. Met with another damn Guzzlord. Oh, boy. All right, let's see if we can pull this one around yet again here. I'm gonna go ahead and just bring in the Giratina right away. And they're actually just staying here, shielding it up, as a matter of fact, too. Sounds good to me. We're going to let this go. Dragon Claw or Crunch. Okay. And, oh, getting to the next one here. What did they just swap into the game with? What was that I just saw there? Trevenant, Shadow Clawing me down. Now, we are up a shield, so we do have that going for us here. But, I don't know. We might have another loss here on our hands. Let's see if we can pull this one around, though. Getting to the Blast Burn. And do they want to use that last shield? They are letting it go. It's a little bit of a shame that we had to go all the way in with that Blast Burn there, but I don't think Thunder Punch would have been enough. Letting that go, getting to the Blast Burn up against the Guzzlord here with the Typhlosion, and they're letting it go. What the hell is in the back? We have a Galvantula. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. Now, we do resist the electric. The bug is going to be neutral. The poison is neutralizing it. It's still going to do quite a bit of damage, and they're also going to be able to lower my attack here. So we kind of need to play our cards right. Now, I am going to go for a double Frenzy Plant. I know I'm wide open for a Sludge Bomb neutral damage. It's just going to be better for me to go for a double Frenzy Plant in this situation here, because it's that whatever, okay? That's just what we're going to be doing. And we take that win and looking good and keeping it moving here on to the next game. What are we going to see with that Venusaur? Electric. Let's freaking go. Finally, in my favor here. Let's have a little fun. And what do we have to worry about? Brutal Swing? No problem. I'll take that. I'll take Brutal Swing all day. Resisting the quick move. Doing quite a bit of damage with that. They are going to be Shadow, so yeah, that damage is going to accumulate, as well as us being Shadow too, so we can have a little bit of Shadow on Shadow crime going on here. Shielding up the next Brutal Swing. And do they want to double shield their Ampharos here? And that's exactly what they're going to do. Sounds good to me. Oh, looks like they wanted to kind of farm down, but it wouldn't have worked out for them. So we're going to go ahead and just let that go. Bring in our Giratina to just farm them down here. We want to hold on to that last shield. Having your opponent with no shields and you holding on to one is such a massive advantage, depending upon what they do have. I mean, sometimes they could shut you down. It doesn't matter if you have a shield or not, but a lot of times it really can just flip the game for you here. So we're going to call this Aqua Tail and get off this next Dragon Claw too. And then I think we're going to want to swap into our Typhlosion immediately here. And they're going to be bringing in their Poliwrath. So they're definitely going to be able to lower my attack with Icy Wind. We are going to shield it up. We know that's what they're going to do. I get it. But we need to kind of hold on to more of our health. Otherwise, that Dragon Claw is going to be able to take us out. Despite that Icy Wind not being very effective, our health would have been a little bit lower, and it just wouldn't have been good for us here. And we are going to be able to Shadow Claw them down. Let's go. Icy Wind plus those quick moves would have been enough. So that's why we shielded it up. Next game met with a Drapion. Horrible lead. This is actually going to kind of destroy my whole team here, depending on what moves they do have. Crunch and Aqua Tail are definitely not going to be looking good for me. Venusaur just gets shut down by it because of the typing that it is. So we're just going to go ahead and bring in our Giratina with the Dragon Breath, seeing that it is going to be going through it. And the quick move is actually going to be doing a decent amount of damage compared to the Shadow Claw Typhlosion, which is just going to get annihilated here. Getting to the next Dragon Claw. And oh, they swapped the catch with a Jellicent. Okay, sounds good. We're going to go ahead and bring in that Venusaur here. Shadow Ball, not enough to take us out. And I think this one may have Ice Beam. Oh yeah, of course this one has Ice Beam. Oh yeah, of course it does. So we shielded up correctly, thank freaking goodness. Otherwise we would have been pretty, much done for here. And gonna call the other Ice Beam. Now what we're gonna do here is farm up a little extra, swap into Typhlosion and farm them down. So we essentially have two Frenzy Plants on the Venusaur going for the Thunder Punch. They're shielding it up. Hey, sounds good to me. Let's go. And going for that Crunch. Getting to the Thunder Punch here. This should be enough to KO. Let's go. Come on. All right, and Annihilate in the back. Okay, well, we have two Frenzy Plants. We just need to get off about, what, one more Vine Whip? Two more, and we're going to be able to finish them off here. One more, and there you have it. Venusaur taking the win for us. There you have it, folks. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!